Blazers take down the Thunder, as you heard from Kevin Calabro, for the first time in 16 tries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the 17th try gets it done?
17th try got it done. If they had lost last night, they would have tied their record for most consecutive losses to a franchise. It's to the Celtics and the Lakers. They're both at 17.
Did you happen to look at our show sheet last night when you got home?
No.
Because I had to change it this morning, because at halftime I wrote, Blazers routed by OKC. And I came in this morning and I was like, maybe nobody will notice this. I'll fix that.
I will
quick.
say, I usually do have our show sheet up, but the internet was so bad in the arena last night, I had to close down anything that I wasn't using that second in order to keep up with stuff. Yeah.
But a nice little dub. A nice little dub.
Great win considering how that first quarter went. Good God. They got absolutely smoked. Through the first 5 minutes, they had 5 turnovers and 1 made shot. It was setting up to be a 50-point bludgeoning.
And that's what I expected. I mean, you look at some of these numbers, too. I know they were missing guys on Oklahoma City, but Shea played 38 minutes last night. You know, we talked yesterday. Is he the most efficient player in the NBA if you can play 29 minutes and score 30 points? Last night, he played almost the entire game.
And
kind of had to once things got wild.
Tmani Kamar deserves a metric crap ton of credit.
Without a doubt. You think Shea looks at Tmani, he's like, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I know players do.
Yeah.
Not
really, because he's a nice guy.
No. The number of players, like high-end scorers, all-stars that I have talked to over the last 2 years about Tmani, they all use a phrase that I cannot say on the radio, and it is the most complimentary phrase.
Is it like a Bowen, Tony Allen kind of thing?
It's not.
By the way, Tony Allen stepped in it.
Yeah. Well, he's a bleepity bleep. And it's said with like a little bit of a smirk and like a head shake of
and
like
a really frustrated head shake.
Yeah, it's like that dude just is relentless. And look, Shea finishes with 35, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. He's 35, 9 and 4, but it's on 10 of 26.
Yeah, not a good shooting night.
The difficulty of shots that Shea had, and man, he hit some shots when they needed it. Good gravy. But when you make a guy work like that, that's what you do to stars. Because they're going to get theirs. They're going to find a way to get theirs. And the Blazers had their own version of that. Denny Aia, man.
Denny Aia. I mean, that's the real story of this. Denny was the guy. There were some cool clips about him kind of being a leader at the bench and talking to, I think it was Tmani he was talking to, about kind of some things that need to be done, some kind of adjustments and things. That is the dude right now. Dare I say the best player on the Blazers?
It's not even dare I say. It's Denny's the best player on the Blazers, and
he's the most dynamic player by far.
Yeah, he makes the Blazers must-watch basketball because he plays with so much heart and effort. And
but he can get his and he can play make.
And I know sometimes I've been a little critical of him in the just driving to the basket. It is an entertaining brand of basketball, and what he was able to do last night pulled the Blazers out of that and got them back into that game because it had blowout written all over it, and that team mustered it up. But I will say, if those 3-point shots don't fall, this team is toast.
Well, so for those that may have missed the game last night, Denny started the game out 0 for 11.
Not good.
0 for 11, but he finished the night with 16 free throws, and what he kept doing, you could see him. He was visibly frustrated. There was a couple sequences where he had some shots at the rim. His left hand just betrayed him last night. He missed like 3 left-handed finishes that badly. And it was just like, dude, what happened there? But he had a couple more chances at the rim where he just kind of left it short, and you could see him just getting frustrated, but he didn't stop going to. If you are a star in the NBA, there are nights that shots aren't going to fall. And you just have, I mean, Shea was 10 of 26.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
struggles continue.
But if you have to find a way. Denny finishes the night 26 points, 10 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals, and a block shot.
That's pretty good.
That's a hell of a night.
You're touching all aspects of the court that night. And we talked about this too yesterday with Tiago and just seeing another day, another game without, a Matisse Thybulle and how's this rotation going to look, Doo-Wop Reith, the best 3-point shooter on the Blazers.
So last night,
Doo-Wop.
Splitter had another moment that I'm kind of filing away. So he goes to WAP a little bit early in the game.
They got me all wet.
There you go. He paint a little bit of a picture if you're not aware of like what the dunker spot is. The dunker spot is a spot about 4 feet outside the paint on each side, even with the rim, so running the baseline. So if you're thinking about like Drew or Denny driving the rim and that big steps up to help, it's that little shovel pass that you throw underneath, and guys are usually setting up there. Well, what is WAB? He's not a lob finisher. He's not a rim finisher. He's a 3-point shooter. I think he's first or second in the NBA since he came into the league in 3-point attempt rate per 36 for bigs. It's like it's not even close. Man gets threes up. Well, in this new offense, the 5-man for Portland is not a guy who's spacing to the corners all that often. So what Splitter does is he goes with a double big lineup, which is interesting considering what OKC was doing.
Well, I was kind of asking if he would ever go to that. I kind of was. I'm curious about it, and not just with the guys we have available now, but like I'm curious about that with Young at some point. I know he's not ready, but those are the kind of things I'm interested in. Is how big of a lineup can he go with?
It's not even a readiness thing. It's a move your feet thing.
Yeah.
Like and Wap got put in positions where he got caught on SGA a couple times, and it was like, oop, this is going to go well, because he's a 5-man. He is, but he goes with Wap at the 4 and Donovan at the 5. And what this does is it allows Donovan to be the rim gravity guy and Wap to space to the corners, and all because the Lakers did it the best. They said pack the paint, make him shoot over the top. The game plan was very quickly from OKC was break the press, get into our stuff offensively, limit some possessions, but try to play quick. But on defense, we're going to pack the paint, we're going to gap, we are going to play underneath everything, we're going to make you shoot over the top, and the Blazers just threw up brick after brick after brick. So what do? You get a guy out there who's a consistent, reliable three-point shooter, you get him to space, you still have your rim gravity in Donovan, you're going to give up some things defensively, but you are struggling offensively, so you have to find something. And Wap hits 3 after 3 after 3 in that second quarter after just a god-awful first quarter. They come out there and they get it done, and they outscore them by 12. It's a 36-24 second quarter, and then they had a 40-33 fourth quarter to finish. And in that fourth quarter, that's when the dude showed up.
And I think that's just I think even though it's a small sample size, there is something that I know is this team has effort and will play with effort every single night. That is something I know. Also a short sample size, but I still believe that this is a legit concern. The offense is a struggle, and I think with how great this defense is, it's going to be a fine needle to thread for Tiago on when giving up some defense, to your point on Duop Reith, when he's going to give up some defense to allow some more offense to come in. Because that's the challenge right now. Drew Holiday had a great night last night shooting. He had a great night shooting, but Denny was rough in the first half. Now, Denny turned it on in the end, and everything is fine.
Well, the fourth quarter was damn near perfect. As a team, they shot 13 of 16 from the floor, 6 of 7 from 3, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. But the only problem they had was they had a handful of turnovers.
But there's only one guy shooting on this team that I know is going to get 18 to 20 a night, and it's Jeremy Grant.
Well,
and that's
Denny
a problem.
will.
Denny will, maybe.
No, I mean,
what if last night continued the way it was going, you know?
I mean, that's the thing is it didn't. He got to getting to the free throw line and shooting what he did from the free throw line, that matters. That matters because in 82, that's everybody always wants to look at season. They want to look at season field goal percentage, season 3-point percentage, season this, season this. Like, no, man, you got to find ways in certain nights because there's going to be a night where Denny goes like 13 of 16 from the field. He's gonna counterbalance that. He's gonna have some really, really, really good shooting nights.
Well, this is where the baseball guy will step in, dude. Basketball is the exact same way, dude.
Yeah.
It's a game of runs.
Yeah.
It's ebbs and flows. It's streaky. It's all that.
Guys are beat up.
Shooting a basketball, again, if you shoot a basketball and miss it 50% of the time, you're in like the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
it is a very, very hard game. And when you have situations like that, it's going to force you to be streaky. I think it's just it's a topic that continues to get brought up with this team because the defense is so good.
Yeah.
That you're kind of like, well, where's that other side? If we just had that other side, we'd be exponentially better.
Well, that's the whole point. That's what I've been trying to say for coming into the season. They don't.
Yeah.
But Denny is playing at an all-star level.
He really is.
He legitimately is. And these guys last night, that fourth quarter was incredible. Denny was great, 4 of 5. Drew was 3 of 3. Tmani's 3 of 3. Together, those guys were all, 6 of 6 from 3. And they find a way to – I don't care how shorthanded they are. I don't care that Lou Dort and Chet and Caruso are out. The Blazers don't have Dame, Tease, Blake, Scoot. Like, they're short guys too. Like, that's a real – like, they don't have guards right now. Like, that's a problem for them. So,
and I'm sure on the coaching staff, and a credit to them because they knew, still teams playing back-to-backs, and they played the super late 8 p.m. or NBC Peacock game. They said, just if you keep your effort up eventually and you force them to play 48 minutes, eventually you'll have an opportunity to come back in this game. And then you saw it in the fourth quarter where they kept moving the ball, they kept moving, kept their spacing, forced them to have to get, and that's where you saw eventually they got looks, they found their stroke, and they were able to pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a night-by-night thing, and I really hate that these 4 games, as we've talked about all week, coming off back-to-backs. I really can't wait to get out of this because it's so difficult sometimes to actually, like, Swag, you bring up a great point in terms of effort and just continue to wear these guys down and you'll get there. But what game have we seen that really shows this team so far? I don't think we've seen one yet.
I think every game is shown except for the Laker game.
Well, I just mean like this team at full strength. Now there's more injuries, and this team at full strength against another team at full strength. Again, we're a small sample size, but I haven't quite seen that without somebody saying, "Well, Matisse Thybulle's out," or Luka Doncic is out.
You don't get that in any sport, though. You don't get that in the
No.
NFL. You don't get it in baseball. You don't get it in the NHL. That's the part of the deal.
Think about college basketball. I mean, especially for all the mid-majors that I see, you are getting around 50 to 60% roster turnover every year with the portal. Your non-conference is essentially trying to figure out
Who's
what
gonna
your
play.
rotation, who can do what on a given night, so that when you get to conference play, you have an idea of who you can count on and what you can count on at both ends of the floor. And then hopefully you can develop it, master it, refine it, so when you get to the conference tournament, you give yourself a chance to get the postseason play. That's what college basketball has become, unless you are a true blue blood bringing in McDonald's All-Americans or the top D1 transfers every year.
If you're a Duke, a Florida.
And so in the NBA right now, you don't have to worry about, identity or this, that, or the other thing. You do have 4 or 5 guys that you expect to be able to count on any given night not playing. So it's more about figuring out who can do what on any given night. Obviously, they've found Young is just not ready.
Yep.
So you get Reith in there, and it's like, okay, he can do that. And there were going to be times that we are going to need him to come in and knock down threes and crash the offensive glass. And so when I need it, I know I can call on it.
And that's been the interesting thing about Splitter so far is he has pushed some buttons. He has tried some things. Again, moving WAP to the 4 that's not a inside the box deal. It was like, okay, we need to have this rim protection because the Thunder are going to press and they're going to go to the rim.
It's also showing his faith in Donovan. Knowing that Donovan's going to do his job down there.
And that was the thing is, I know we're up against it, but Donovan hasn't been great this season.
I know. He's my guy. I watch him every single game.
Okay?
Every game, he's where my
I need you to
eyeballs
stop
go.
picking guys and picking teams because everything you pick just doesn't go well.
I love Shaden Sharp and Donovan Clingan.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. And the YouTube comments like, I like Splitter, but I don't like it because he pulls Shaden. There's a reason Shaden's getting pulled, guys. It's not Chauncey's not there, and it's still happening. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's a thing. He's being hunted. He's tired. His ankle's bothering him. He's inconsistent in when he chooses and how he chooses. Look at the brand new coach that is coming in and who he's trusting and when he's trusting them.
Right.
Like
Everything changes when that happens.
So it's just go with it until he proves otherwise.
Blazers take down the Thunder 121-119. They'll take on the Heat on Friday. Who wouldn't?
5-game road trip.
Who wouldn't
Saturday.
Saturday, excuse me. Who wouldn't like a nice little weekend in Miami?
Well, them and Spoelstra both living in a hotel.
Ouch.
Well,
Spo's our guy, dude.
I love Spo.
Playoff our pilot alum.
Look,
Spo's our guy.
I love Spo.
It sounds like you hate Spo.
No, I love Spo.
That's it. Danny hates Shaden Sharp and Eric Spoelstra and Dante Moore.
Yep.
I did not forget that you hate Dante Moore. I did not forget that.
So much.